My name is Spencer LaRue. I am a communications major. I'm currently a mechanic in the military. Prior to the military, I was a civilian mechanic for 8 years, multi-certified National Institute of Automotive Service Excellence. So I'm here to keep my qualifications. The topic I've chosen is how to jumpstart a vehicle safely and correctly. So step one, if you have a vehicle that has a dead battery, what you want to do is obviously open the hood and access where that battery is located. You're going to want a donor vehicle when that runs and starts, and put that in front of the vehicle. You want to assure that those vehicles are not touching. Once you've assured that, you will grab what is known as jumper cables, which every vehicle should be equipped with as emergency tooling. You will have a red, which is positive, and black, which is negative. Now, what you want to do first is clamp the red on dead, is how it's said. You want to put the red clamp on the donor vehicle first, or I'm sorry, the dead vehicle first. Then you want to clamp the red on the donor. You want to clamp the negative on the donor vehicle. And then you want to put the last clamp on the dead vehicle on a piece of metal, whether it be an engine, on a strut tower, someplace that's a good solid ground. If the battery is hidden under the hood, there are posts for a positive post. They're optional in the junction box, or you will find a place on the hood that has a red positive. You want to locate that. Once you've hooked the vehicles up, you want to start the vehicle, the one that's the donor vehicle. Let it run for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then try and start the dead vehicle. If the vehicle does not start, considering after 2 to 3 minutes, you can raise engine RPM to 1500, 2000. Once that has gone past, you give probably about 10 minutes to try and start that vehicle. If it does not start up, what you want to do, if you have access to a multimeter, you want to set this to volts DC, and you are going to set the red lead onto the battery of the dead vehicle and the black one onto the battery post of the dead vehicle. And what you want to do is you want to get a readout as to what the voltage is. So even if the vehicle battery is dead, you should see source voltage of what's coming off the donor vehicle, which would be 12.6, 13.2 is what I want to see on the dead vehicle battery. If it is lower than that, if it's reading somewhere like 9 volts or so, that vehicle has a corrupt cell. That vehicle probably will not take that charge. You're going to need to replace that battery. So safety consideration as to why we have these steps and clamping for the battery is dead vehicle batteries emit the sulfuric acid that hovers around it. So if you decide just to hook up the battery cables however you please, just without the required order, what can happen is if you hook the donor vehicle at first to the dead vehicle, if you spark or arc that battery while attaching it, it can create an explosion. I have seen this firsthand in tech school where the top of the battery came to the guy's face, he ended up to go to the hospital. It's a real thing. So you always want to hook the dead vehicle at first, then to the live vehicle. If you do get the vehicle to start within that 10-minute period, let both vehicles run for about 2 minutes, let the voltage kind of stabilize. Then you want to take it off in reverse order. So you're going to go to that previously dead vehicle, take that ground off, then take the ground off the donor vehicle, then the positive off the previously dead vehicle, and the positive off the donor vehicle.